Hello everybody, my name is Tobile and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video. Please make sure that you give it a huge thumbs up. If you like it, I hope you like it. Also share the video with your family and friends. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. You know what I feel like? I feel like we need a little dance move when we do the intro, like hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Did you guys think? Tell me what you think about that on the comment section. Also guys, look at me. Look at me. I am all head wrapped today. Don't you like it? You do like it, don't you? You do. You do. Don't lie. Tell me how you like my head wrap on the comment section also while you are at it. All right, guys. So something happened to me last week on the 18th. Was it the 18th? I think it was the 18th of March. I was making my way home. I had been saying I miss my family because I hadn't come home like for I don't know what 2 weeks. I come home like as often as guys. Yeah, I was just saying to myself I miss my family. I want to go home. So on the 18th, last Thursday, I eventually decided this is the day I'm going to go home, pack my things, get the underplates that I needed to get, because I needed to get underplates for a function we're doing month end. Okay, guys, I also do deco and catering. So our supplier is in Joburg. So most times I get some of the deco materials that we need when I need to, and I bring them home with me when I come home. Yeah, so I needed to do that. But on the day, in the morning when I had to travel home, now I dreaded waking up. I was so lazy, like to get up on my feet and just move and do the things that I needed to do and make my way home. I just dreaded it and I didn't understand why. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so lazy. Eventually, because my strength comes from the Lord, He who made heaven and created heaven and earth, He gave me the strength and I was very strong. I eventually did my things. I ran my errands and I got the underplates. I did everything, came back to the flat, packed my bag, was on my way, making my way home. Like my bag is just as simple as no hectic things I pack there, just those little simple things. Because when I'm home, I just want to be in my hobo state, guys. No fuss. I just want to relax. I just want to enjoy being with my people and just be home. I go out to do errands if I need to, whatever other things I need to do. So it's never really a big deal with my bags coming home. Eventually pack my bags, make my way to where I get my taxis in Joburg, coming to Woodbank. When I get to the taxi, there's this lady in there that I got. So the lady sent somebody to go get her medicine at the pharmacy. I don't know. I think she wasn't feeling well. Someone wasn't feeling well. So she was getting the medicine for the person. Okay, fine. I get in the taxi. It's chilled. People come in. The taxi is filling. It filled like really quickly. I think this lady didn't even see it coming. She was like, oh, the taxi is full. Oh, what? I didn't see this one coming. So now the driver comes to the lady like, lady, you see the taxi is filling? If your person doesn't come back, I'm not going to have a choice but to ask you to please be out of the taxi and we'll put somebody in who is ready to go because I can't keep people waiting because of the things you needed to do. And it's not fair on everybody. I don't want people going to the long distance taxi association reporting me as a bad driver who keeps them waiting when the taxi is full, blah, 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 blah. He vents on to the lady. Now the lady's like, yeah, but I just spoke to the people asking them to please bear with me just a little longer because I just called the lady. She is at the queue now about to pay. And I asked her to please ask the people to help her jump the queue because of the situation. What. So now we wait. Okay, the taxi fills, we wait. The driver comes to the lady again like, okay, if your person is not back here in the next 6 minutes, okay, we are going to have to leave because now we are not going to be kept here by you. People are going to complain, and everybody's just in the taxi like, he is going to speak for us. Well, there were some people who were really like frustrated, but some of us were like, okay, maybe not so much of a big deal because you're also trying to put yourself in other people's shoes. One day you can be the one who is in the situation, so you're thinking, okay, let's give it some time. 6 minutes is not going to harm anybody. But yeah, there's also this thing with, okay, that person must just come back now because also we are trying to work with you in this situation. Eventually, after waiting, the person comes back, brings the medicine, the taxi takes off. When we get to the N12, we find the taxi that was before us has been involved in a car accident. Yes, guys. So now, when I was there, everything just played back from the morning when I woke up, how I just dreaded everything. The truth is, in my mind, I was thinking I want to get home a little earlier than I normally do because sometimes I just travel very late, get home late. But in that day, I had planned to leave earlier. I don't know. I just thought I want to leave earlier. So now, when I got there, everything just plays back in my head like whew, it actually could have been me in there, you know not to make light of anything or be insensitive of other people's situation. If anything, my well wishes are with everybody who was involved in the car accident, and my prayers go out to them. I now think sometimes delays can be a blessing, as crazy as it sounds, but delays can be a blessing. I imagine if I had actually left the time that I had planned, I was going to be in that taxi. Um, most times when God does things, he does them knowing what he's saving us from, what he's protecting us from. He knows when it is the right time to move and when it is the right time uh, to stand and just wait and not do anything and just trust him. God is very strategic in how he does things. This applies to everything in our lives because most times we are on the pulse. We are so hasty. We are so much in a rush, especially in the times we live in. Everything must be done and must be done now. Like there is no time like the present, which is true in most cases, but also delays can be a true blessing. God works in very mysterious ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. How he does things in our lives is really not what we can ever imagine in our wildest of dreams. So I just stood there and I took in the moment, and I had my moment of thanksgiving, not for the lives that were at harm's way, or I'm not really sure if how big the damage was. Not for that. I was there. I'm grateful that God spared my life. I was just there grateful that God prevented me from moving and going and coming home earlier like I had planned. My life was spared because of the delay that occurred during my preparing to come home, me dreading and all this procrastination to come home. By no means am I giving praise to procrastination and promoting procrastination. All I'm saying is delays can really be a blessing. All we need to do is seek counsel from the Holy Spirit and inquire of God if it is really of Him. Because not all times is it that delays are of the enemy. At times it can be God really preventing us from situations that could harm us. Yes, it can be like that. But for us to be able to discern and to tell what is and what isn't, we really need to be in alignment with God. We're not always going to get it right, but we learn as we go. We know how to do and what to do as the Holy Spirit helps us, as He leads us. The Holy Spirit is there for such things, for help, help in times of need. Every time we need to consult, every time we need to know what to do and what not to do, and when to move and when not to move. The Holy Spirit is great help in such situations. So yeah, guys, it's just to say that it's not always that delays are bad. Delays are because God is just like, no, it's not going to happen. But it's at times because God is really preventing things from happening and occurring in our lives that are not for our own good, that are not good for us, that are going to harm us, far worse, do other things. So yeah, I stand here doing this video filled with so much gratitude, and my trust in God and my faith in Him is ignited daily when I see God do the things He does the way He does in ways that I never imagined. I'm in awe of how you operate and how you do things, and I'm always indebted to you, God. Like, you are such an amazing God. In all your ways, you just surpass my thinking, really. I could never imagine. So guys, this is just a message to say, in all your ways acknowledge Him, trust in Him with all your heart, with everything in you, never doubt. if there's any delay, at times it could be God strategically keeping you from certain things that are not good for you, that could harm you. Because when anything happens before it is time, when anything happens prematurely, definitely it's going to crush you. Trust, believe. When anything comes in your life before you are ready for it, it's definitely going to crush you. So when God brings us into certain things, it is because He has prepared those things for us, and He has prepared us for those things, and the time and everything is in sync. And when those things are in sync, and when it happens at the right time, everything happens, and it happens very good when it's that time, when it's as God has channeled and prepared for it. So ours is to really trust Him and to trust in His timing for our life, and not be too hasty, not be pressured by life and the exterior things and whatnot. I'm not calling for laziness by all means. I'm not calling for comfort in delays and our own procrastinations. No, I'm just calling for us to trust in God and to always inquire of the Holy Spirit, because sometimes delays can be a blessing. Yes, I hope you found this relevant in your life somehow, because God really amazed me. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to share it with your family and friends, and hit the subscribe button. It is for free. It is for mahala. It is for zero charge to subscribe to your YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your continued support. You guys are appreciated. You are amazing. May God do good for you and through you. I love you guys so much. From me to you. Until I see you again in our next video, it is all love. Yeah, boy. Mwah.